One day, I came from outside, and the taxi driver, he said me, this area, they do heinous stuff to everybody, and even their maids are their sexual slaves via the military, via the security, via X and Z, and even one of the maids, she told me they brought a prostitute. She is a maid in disguise. الاريا that raped me with everybody on planet Earth made videos of it and sold it online and is forcing sexual slavery upon me. Il made every day she is sexy chatting. One morning, my brother went into her room. I don't know what he was doing, and he said, just like the mosque told you, don't interfere in our business. Just like the mentally ill creature that is following me. If I am watching news, if I am reading a book, the entire neighborhood and the mosques are like this. And they said to me, this Ramadan, the owner of the sexual slave, he got the right to say who fasts, who don't fasts. And they say via the windows, do haram, do X and Z. She is the entire place is like this. If I am watching news, she is sexy chatting. Everybody is delving into her room. The orphan says, the maids are ours. They belong to us. Don't come near them. My brother is watching. If you know what they are cooking, zina, shahwa, lawat, and even the bread they bake and bring into the house, it is like this. What religion of Islam? This is not a place for Muslims. She is sexy chatting. She does every day and says heinous stuff and haram stuff, and she cooks food that is near-death illness, gives you near-death illness, and puts in display a photo of the army and the military. A knife is built, his robe is trash, X and Z, and heinous stuff beside her, and she is picking shoes and stuff. And there is a place where a sister I used to go to, they told me those in the house and the nearby mosques and the neighborhood and everybody, because they want to isolate me. They want to isolate me. They told me don't go to everybody. My brother is saying, the army and the X and Z and us and everybody, we are awaiting your death. So like we did to everybody, we want to sell you into sexual slavery with Somaliland, the Muslims and the Jews and the Christians. Every death, even, do you know, when Israel is going to kill Hamas, the mosque and the neighbors and the nearby area, they tell us before death. This morning they were reciting Quran about death. They told me in the morning, your aunt died. She said yesterday, in neighbors, there was a taxi in front of their house, and then they brought tomatoes, and then she sat in front of the room of my home males who live in the house, and she opened her two thighs and two legs in front of their door and opened the door of the refrigerator. And my brothers are saying you are, and the tomato is in between her two legs. And she opened the refrigerator and she's sitting in front of the door of the males. And my brothers are and they are doing heinous stuff. And they said to me, you are an arrogant. Everybody began their life as a maid and as a nanny. Because if their mosques say, maids and nannies and everybody, they are for sexual slavery. It is halal in Islam. If I'm watching, the entire place is like this. The only thing they love, they said don't fast, sexy chat, watch movies. This is not nor a Muslim nation, wala Muslims, and they don't have anything to do with Islam, and they are forcing all sorts of haram, and they are using black magic, cooking food, drinking water, and they have your room is key, and heinous stuff and crimes and evil are occurring, and they are threatening me with death. They actually cook food of death. Water is of death, and they have your your room is key, and they are saying we are going to kill everybody. If they review sodomy and rape prostitution, everybody is going to be killed. She's a heinous animal, not an animal. Even the animals are greater than them, all of them. And mental, she is, everybody, every maid and everybody is like this. A mentally ill sack of shits, criminals, haram doers. If you are, the only thing they love, if you are reading a book, they inform you. If you are watching a news channel, they, even the news channels, I use it to my broadcast. And even if I'm reading articles or books or everything, the only thing they love, and they put photos of sheikhs everywhere, and they say, Asma Samafal. Asma is doing you a favor. Become this. Asma is a creature. She was chasing me everywhere, and she is saying, there is a contract that I don't know what fucking a contract. This is the tax of the sodomy with their mosques, with X and Z neighbors and everybody. And everybody there is, and the USA and the UK and everybody is with them. And they are saying and doing heinous stuff. And they are using even black magic. They are even using, and she is out of, some days she is like, she is out of her mind. If she is even a trafficking victim, a trafficking victim fights this and resists this. A trafficking victim is allowing this. If she is even a victim, she's not a victim, and she's putting photos of sheikhs and military and I don't know X and Z in every place. And my brothers, and they do heinous stuff, and everybody is bending their asses, and they stand beside a cupboard of the utensils and the plates and the cooking pots and everything, and where they store the food, and they bend their backs and give you their butts and their asses and the refrigerator, the doors, the washing machines, and they say there is a place where it is called El Penis Basis. Everybody is going to be locked there who refuses the orders. A bunch of criminals and the youthine and haram doers. He is watching a movie and he is saying, if you go here and there, they had been awaiting, everybody saying they had been awaiting so يعني their entire life for this happening actually. El haram happening actually. Nobody, you are going to disappear, he's saying, to in the penis base, and they put verbal chocolates in the refrigerator. I don't know, verbal socks, verbal something they wear under the clothes, and the jeans panties and jeans panties and jeans panties. A bunch of criminals. She is sex chatting. He's watching his movies. And they are saying we are going to increase the number of sexual slaveries, and we are in a liberation and free liberation movement. We are going to, this is our house, this is our food. Do you know how this food was obtained? Do you want to eat what we eat? And she is opening her thighs in front of the boy's room with the tomatoes. And she says it was brought by a taxi. A taxi was in front of a neighbor's house. This Asma, she said to me, open your room's door, let everybody sodomize you, or I take you to the prison and I bring a neighbor. Everybody's saying this from the windows. What sort of a religion is like this? A bunch of criminals. And every day I am applying for jobs and stuff abroad, and they inform me about it, and nobody is replying to any of my job applications or anything. Rescue me, humanity. And they are saying, do you think you are greater? You are arrogant. Do you think you are greater than everybody? It is stuff they are saying and doing. A bunch of haram doers and criminals. And they are brought by the terrorists, by the traffickers, and those who benefit from their evilness, of their evil, their mosque and their neighborhood. Every death, if it's family related or even if a major death is occurring abroad, they inform you about. It is a sexual slavery network. And they are forcing filth and haram on everybody on planet Earth. As if it is a prison, they are saying everybody remains in he's a heinous, he looks like all of them, they look like Satan themselves. They are saying nobody gets out of their room, nobody goes to the kitchen, nobody opens the refrigerator, nobody goes to the toilet, nobody prays, nobody does this and that, nobody eats, nobody drinks except us. Nobody goes outside of the house, X and Z. And they put beside the doors injections and the windows and everywhere and the doors and everywhere. Injections, belts, knives, broken glasses, gas and every heinous stuff. And their mom says, and all of them, anybody who wants to commit suicide, their suicide material is everywhere. And their mosque says, who refuses to do the haram, and this and that, and everybody, they are going to be killed in a heinous manner. They say who, and they say we change everybody's gender. They say about me, Warya. And my mom talks about shaving the head. Do I shave my head? He is saying, and everybody and their neighborhood and everybody, we are going to shave your head and change your gender. Ever came across something like that? And the water used for showering, they put stuff in it, and the drinking water and everything in your room and everything is spiked. A bunch of satanic criminals.